Hey, welcome to this tutorial on setting up an AI-powered voice assistant to collect feedback. Today we are focusing on a real-world example of car rental company. But remember, this can be applied nearly to any business looking to streamline their feedback collection process. We will be using VAPI AI for creating voice assistant, Make.com as our automation platform, and Google Sheet as our CRM. So let's dive in, listen to a demo call, and break down each step of the system to understand how it all fits together. Let's listen to the call.
Hello, this is Catherine from Go Rentals. Am I talking to Anu Babu?
Yes?
I'm calling you to collect some quick feedback on your recent car rental experience with us. Do you have a couple of minutes for me?
Okay, carry on.
Great, let's get started. 1. How satisfied were you with your overall rental experience? Please rate from 1 to 5. 1 equals not satisfied, 5 equals very satisfied.
I would say 4. It was pretty smooth overall.
Thank you for your rating. Next, was the vehicle clean and in good condition when you picked it up? Please answer with a simple yes or no.
Yes, it was spotless.
Thank you for confirming. Now, how would you rate the ease of the pickup and return process on a scale from 1 to 5?
Okay, I would give that a 3. The pickup was quick, but the return took a bit longer than I expected.
Thank you for your feedback. Moving on. How satisfied were you with the customer-like service you received? Please rate from 1 to 5.
That is 5 because the staff were very helpful.
Thank you for your response. Lastly, is there anything we could do to improve your experience? This is optional. Feel free to skip if you prefer.
Okay, maybe just a faster return process. Overall, I am pretty happy.
One moment. Thank you for sharing your feedback. We value your input and hope to serve you even better next time. Safe travels.
Thank you. This is a CRM of the company. All the information gathered from the customer is updated in this system, and also the transcript suggestion and summary is there. Also the URL, recording URL. So this can be used for further analysis of the customer feedback. Here is the high-level view of customer feedback automation system. Inside the CRM, all the information about the customer is stored. In our case, we are using Google Sheet as our CRM. So from CRM, the data is transferred to the logical platform or the automation platform. We are using Make.com for that. So from the Make.com, we are creating a assistant, a voice assistant, which asks the particular questions like targeted questions for the customer to get the feedback from them. So this collected feedback is again transferred to the logical platform and from there to the CRM. So this Make.com acts as an intermediate platform which transfer all the data from the CRM and to the agent. In essence, with these three systems, that is CRM, Make.com and the VAPI AI, we are creating a system which can automatically collect all the feedback from the customers and store it for future reference. So let's log into Make.com and create the scenarios for the system. We have created 3 scenarios in Make. First one is the triggering scenario, which triggers the outbound call. Second one is for collecting the feedback information and storing it in the CRM. And third one is for getting the transcript summary and the recording URL of the call. So let's go through the Google Sheet. Customer ID, these are the fields which are filled when a customer rents a vehicle from the company, and rest the feedback status onwards we are collecting or we are filled these fields from the call. So this is the feedback status is the flag I am using to check whether we have called the particular customer, and these are the fields we are getting filled during the call. So let's go through each scenarios. After setting up the Google Sheet, we are going to create scenarios in the Make. So first we are adding Google Sheet search row module. So inside this module, we are given the condition that feedback status should be equal to no. That means here we are given feedback status. So if that status is no, means the next customer should be called is this one. After each call, this customer status is updated to be yes. Later I will show you how you can update that. Going back to scenario, after giving the condition, we have to click OK, and we are giving all the rows which is having the status no to the array aggregator, and again to iterator and to the tool where we create the assistant, and we are passing that JSON and transforming, and then we are creating a call using the HTTP. If it seems complex, don't worry. In a previous video, I have covered all these steps in detail. So if you want to break down each of these steps, go and check that video. I will provide the link in the description. We can focus on the JSON configuration that powers the system. So as before, I have created this JSON from VAPI. But recently, VAPI has made some changes in its interface. So let's check how we can get it now. The easiest way for me to get the JSON for the assistant is by creating a JSON in the VAPI interface and get that assistant in the API reference of this VAPI, so that we don't need to write any JSON and just need to copy and don't worry about the structure. So that I have already created an assistant called Catherine and a tool which can collect the information from the user or the customer. And inside the tool, in the integration part, I have given the scenario here. The URL of this scenario, which is collecting the information and storing it in the CRM. So I need to copy this and paste it in the integration section of this tool. And I'm giving the properties like customer ID, which I am using as the unique ID to identify which customer I am calling. Other properties which carries the information given by the customer. So next, inside the Catherine, in the model section, the prompting is the basic and important part of the assistant. Inside the prompting, I have explained the features like identity, style, response guidelines, and also the task and goal. So I have given the questions to be asked to the customers. I am collecting the customer ID from the outbound scenario here, and also I have given I have mentioned that it should ask one question at a time, and after all the questions it should call the tool. So that's in the prompt section. And in the transcriber and voice section, we had given the provider language model, same as in voice. And here we can, if you like, you could give the background sound and the filler injection and back channeling, which makes the assistant sounds more like human. So if you want, you can toggle that, and also you can play around with the stability and all, but be careful that you should check the behavior of the assistant after changing these values. And inside the function section, add the tool, get feedback, and also if you want, you could give a number here so that the call will be transferred to a human at some point of time during the call. And in the advanced section, here we have to toggle on the audio recording, and we have to give the server URL to which the transcript, summary, and the recording URL has to be sent. So from here you will get the URL, this call rental transcript. Copy this URL and paste it here, and make sure the server message should contain end of call report and hang. That's it. And inside the analysis section, if you want, you can give the prompt for the summary and also the success evaluation, so that you can get a customized summary or success evaluation results. Then click on publish. After setting up all the assistant components, we can get this assistant in the API reference. Let's get into the API reference. Inside the document section, API reference, here inside get assistant. So we are getting the assistant here. So we have to give the authorization here. So let's click on the play button. Now it will ask for the authorization. Not authorized, authorize. Here we have to give the API key. For that, you can go back to dashboard. Inside our profile, API key, you could get the private key for the authorization. Copy it and coming back, paste it here, and done. We have to give the ID of the assistants which we are referring. So get our Catherine. Yes, inside Catherine you can get the ID here. Paste it here and send request. Now you get the whole JSON for the assistant. So copy it And coming back to our outbound call, here you can paste it, and I am changing some value, like to make it transient. I am giving as I need the customer ID for checking all the customer details, so I give the checking the flag customer ID, and the customer name, am I talking to the name, so I am mapping it. Like from here we will get the customer name, customer ID and all, so you can map it here. Okay, then coming back to scenario, then we are passing this JSON and transforming, and in the inside the HTTP section we had to give the authorization that is same as the API key. For this we can get it from the dashboard, I have shown it before. You can copy the key value and paste it here, and here we are giving the number, phone number and the name of the customer we are calling, and also we had to give the phone number ID. The phone number ID is the ID of the phone number we are using in VAPI for making calls. So if you don't know, inside the phone number section we had two options, either to buy or import a number. So I am using a Twilio account for this. So here you can get an ID, copy this and pasting it here, and also we are calling the assistant. It is not inside this phone number section inside of Google Sheet. When we had to format this column, like format, here we can give a number, conditional formatting. So here custom number format, we can give different formats to the phone number section. So make sure that it will be a valid phone number, which means it should have a country code and a plus sign. So apply something like that and you could get a successful call, and click OK. And we have two additional scenarios, one for collecting the feedback from the customer and saving it in the CRM, and the other for collecting the summary, transcript and the recording URL. Both these scenarios work similar. They are searching for a particular condition with the customer ID. Like the customer ID should match with the customer ID in the Google Sheet. If that matches, they will update the particular column. So we are giving the condition like that and we are updating the data. Like here, is it for transcript? We're getting the summary, transcript and recording URL here. We had to map it. And similarly in the feedback info section also, we are checking for the condition and mapping the rest of the field, like this overall satisfaction, cleanliness. These fields are matching. Click OK. And here you are. In just few steps, we have built automated AI-powered system which collect customer feedback using make.com, VAPI AI and CRM or Google Sheet. This system isn't just efficient, it also makes personal and real-time experience for your customer and makes feedback management a breeze. Check out my previous tutorial videos for deeper dive into each step we have covered. Thanks for watching. Happy automation.